So for my fourth and final infusion for this semester, I will be talking about something that I took away from the course and how I will apply it in my life. So I first want to talk about how I learned a lot more than one thing in this course, obviously, but I'm going to try to wrap it up into one big category. So first of all, this class's name is Entrepreneurship Innovation class in socialpreneurship. So signing up for this class, no idea what socialpreneurship was. However, I did see the word come up when I was looking into graduate programs because I had a fifth year I needed to take for volleyball, and I was really interested in starting into a graduate program so I could use my time wisely while I was in school. So after looking at a couple, I noticed that marketing was a subcategory of social entrepreneurship. So that sparked my interest in the word itself as well as the graduate program. So I was very excited for this class, and after finishing this class, I realized more of what a social entrepreneur was. And even from the first day, it sparked my interest as well in exactly what it was. So I just want to kind of talk about the first day. Coming into class, I saw a couple of graduate students that I knew from sports, and I was really confused while they were in our class. Come to realize that it was half graduate class, half undergraduate class. I had no idea when I signed up for that class. So that was pretty interesting finding that out. As I began to talk to them, I learned that they were also not only in the entrepreneurship and innovation and leadership program, but they were in other programs as well. So I thought that was very interesting. But going around and, saying everybody's name, and Gib decided to recite all of our names back to us, it shocked me. And it really made me realize that not only is he going to get to know us, but we're going to get to know each other. And that was super exciting for me because normally going into a college classroom, you don't really meet people, but you don't learn about who they are. And something that I can take away from this class is a lot of networking, because I now know so many things about where people work, what they have done, their involvement in UMBC, and so many other programs and classes that people have been in. And I've learned so much from other students that I think will carry into my future as well. For example, learning about this graduate program, I talked to a bunch of people that are in it and trying to figure out timing and which classes I can take really led me into wanting to start it early, because I did want to finish as early as possible without overloading my schedule. So while taking this class, I realized I've always heard networking is really important, but networking is very important. And it's very obvious that the people in this classroom, especially the graduate students, had known that and were using it to their full ability. And that's something that I definitely want to take with me into my future, is not just meeting people, but really getting to know them and being able to help each other and collaborate is just awesome to see. So since this class had no syllabus or structure, I really didn't know what was going on for the first couple of weeks, to be honest. The yes and whatever you want threw me off a little bit, but it honestly made me realize that, I'm a lot more creative than I thought I was. And even my writings and my ideas that I've come up with have surprised me. So that was cool to see. The communication and the teamwork in this class, I think, is what exhibits what social entrepreneurship really is. And not just about using each other as networks, but also listening to each other was a big thing. And not only as we integrated groups within each other, did we speak our opinions and our feedback, but we really had to listen to each other. And that was something that I really hadn't done before in other classes. You know, you normally just listen to the professor speak, but you really needed to listen to what your teammates and other teammates were saying so that you could give good feedback and you could help them and use it for, our final goal. And sometimes this was a little uncomfortable, but I know that in my future I'm going to have to do this a lot, being able to provide feedback and being able to listen to other people. So that is another thing I will be taking to the future with me. This class has definitely taught me to speak up for what idea I think I have. And that's something I don't normally do a lot in classes is if I think I have a good idea, I might be too nervous to speak up or something, especially having graduate students in our class. That made me a little bit more nervous, but I think throughout the semester I started to speak up and state my idea, either whether it be within our group or within the classroom. So I did get a little bit more comfortable with that. And I think that'll definitely carry on with me into other classes and as well as my team. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is leadership. I think starting off in this class, I thought, the graduate students are going to be the leaders, that they're going to show us how it's done. But I really have been able to, I think, step up my leadership in not only my classes, but I'll be able to carry these values and skills that I've learned in this class with me to my team as well. Overall, I love this class and can't wait to take more. Thanks, Gib.